Welcome to the Practice X Factor, the place to be for mastering membership plans for your business. Here, you'll learn exactly how to grow your patient relationships and accelerate your profits without getting stuck on the dental insurance bandwagon.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Practice X Factor. Thanks for being here today. And I wanted to share a few minutes about the membership triangle and something that we found to be very helpful, not only just for our own practice, but for the practices of clients and people who reach out to us for help. And in fact, we have people now reaching out to us from other states, patients and prospective patients interested in the way we run our membership program. So we're looking for practices to join the Advanced Membership Mastery Network, and I can provide more on that in just a few moments. But some things you can implement today is the membership triangle. All right. And if you'd like a copy of this, please email me or my assistant, and we can provide a picture of this graphic to you for some more insight on this. But essentially, if you have a triangle, inside the middle of the triangle, we have the text purpose-driven practice. All right, so those words are in the middle. That's what you want to base your practice around. It's not doctor-driven. It's not patient-driven. It's not insurance-driven. For the purposes of the model we've created, it's a purpose-driven practice. So you have values and culture and a drive and life goals, practice goals, relationship goals. Those are all part of your purpose. And then at the corner of each of these triangles, the three corners, the 3 points of the triangle, one is members, one is transformation, and one is cash flow, right? And so essentially, if you start with your members, okay, a member is far more valuable than a patient because a member cares about the relationship and the people they're working with, and they want to be part of what you have. Where a lot of practices go wrong is they lead with an in-house dental membership program or a savings plan without the patient really understanding the value in it. So if you flip that upside down, it's best to consult with each patient one-on-one and then reverse engineer based on what they have, why a membership would benefit them. So it's understanding first the outcome that the patient wants and then introduce your membership plan. If you just blanket out to the whole world that they should sign up for your membership plan, it might sound like you're anti-insurance or you just want to sell them something, right? Because people become more and more hesitant and skeptical because there's so much information and too much information in a lot of ways out in the world today. The second point of it is transformation. And with transformation, this is where you're helping your patients transform on some level, not providing procedures and services, right? Those are becoming highly commoditized. Instead, if you can help the patient transform, whether that's transforming from having teeth that are sensitive and hurt all the time to teeth that are nice and bright and feel better, that's much more what your patients and potential patients are looking for rather than a crown or an implant. And if you get stuck in the trap of commodities and just talk about crowns and implants and how many surfaces and how many codes you can bill out, you won't have those long-term member relationships. And then the third point of this is the financing and the cash flow. And this means patient financing. And we've designed this in a way where the patients are paying upfront or financing upfront. And that eliminates the headaches of waiting for claims and filing insurance. Even if you still want to be insurance friendly, we can teach you in more context and more depth on how to still be insurance friendly, but not have to wait for claims. And yet your patients still feel and understand how you're going to bat for them. But part of this is creating a cash flow cycle where it's healthy for the practice. If you think about most practices, if you're waiting for insurance that might take 30, 60, 90, 120 days or more, how many payroll cycles have you gone through in that period of time? If you pay payroll twice a month, like we do, and you have to wait 3 months, you've now gone through 6 payroll cycles of paying your hygienist or your assistant or your office manager or your doctor or associate or yourself, waiting for that work that you did 3 months ago. And that's not always bad. There are ways to strategically work around that. But for the most part, what would you rather have? Being paid for that work before the first payroll is due or after the 6th payroll is due? And that's where topics like revenue cycle management and cash flow management come into play. So if you'd like to join the Advanced Membership Mastery Network, as I mentioned, shoot me an email at twilliams@yourpracticegrowth.com, and me or my assistant can send you an application to see if you would qualify for our upcoming 6-week Advanced Membership Mastery. And if you just like a copy of the membership triangle, be happy to send that to you as well with no obligation. But further into this topic, which is very interesting right now, because I continue to read article after article about insurance companies cutting back on reimbursements. And so you have to ask yourself, are you going to continue to strategize on how to cut costs so that you can continue to accept insurance? Or are you going to increase the quality of the service and accept a rate that is reasonable for the services that you offer? Because if you try to do both of those things, you're going to get caught in a trap of mediocrity. And the mediocrity trap is the worst place to be because you're not really great at anything. And people don't really like that. If you're really bad or you're really good, you'll stand out. But if you're mediocre, you don't really stand out at anything. And I'm not saying you should be bad or do bad work. What I'm talking about here more specifically is the service that you provide to your patients. And this can help you get on the path of being financially free. As I mentioned, we get inquiries every week from people out of state reaching out to us, interested, saying, hey, I like the membership option. I'm in, XYZ state, and we want to know if we can join your plan. So we have built a network where we have offices in different states and unique territories where we won't flood the market with this membership program and model. But if it's something you're interested in, then you can apply for the Advanced Membership Mastery, take you through a 6-week mastermind course, and then you can join the program. And it's a really great way to build your practice. And especially if you're trying to get away from insurance, you can do this more holistically and organically by building a better replacement first. And we found that to be more helpful. If you just tell your patients you're dropping insurance or you're dropping a plan, that's all that they hear. But if you let them know, hey, we're replacing this with something better, we think that you'll be able to grow your practice the right way, and you'll sleep better at night knowing that you have cash flow coming in without dropping the bottom out of your practice. So thanks for listening to this episode. We look forward to your comments and feedback. If you'd like some more context on how we run the membership plan, please listen to previous episodes, and we will catch you on the next one. Have a wonderful day.
For more tools and tips on how to create an X Factor membership practice, visit yourpracticegrowth.com and subscribe to our free weekly email today.